Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Sudbury, Ontario by CanadianPhoenix Modding. This is episode 1 of a new Let's Get Farming series. No specific schedule set for this, it's just going to be whenever I do them. Now we are playing on the row crop version of this. There are 2 versions. So I decided to try the row crop version out, which was converted in conjunction with David Van Mol. So hat tip to David for that piece. And this is of course using Thunder's row crop system. So we're here at the garage, just filling up. Just over the way there we have the co-op, and we have the dealership over here. Obviously the policeman now is waiting to catch some fast tractor drivers coming out of there. Don't know if he's had any luck yet, but it's going to have to be quick to catch me anyway. So, without further ado, let's go and pop over to the farm that we've got. Now, I haven't chose the main starter farm on this. I want to do something different, so I've chosen a different farm, which you'll see shortly. We'll go over to PDA, just run through the field a bit there. But this is a really nice map by CanadianPhoenix. I believe this is his first map as well, so kudos for that. We have a number of fields, and there's a number of additional crops that have been added to this as well, which we will run through shortly as well. So here we go. I believe there are about 5 or 6 farms on here, I can't remember exactly. Each of them has a walkable house with slightly different setups. So I did that. Switch off. Okay, so we're in our particular house. We've got a nice little garage here, double garage. On the right here, we have our laundry room. Ideal for roleplay this particular map, potentially. We have a nice little office. Over here we have the wife and the kid ready waiting for us with some Wheaties, so obviously morning. Got some donuts as well, so that's cool. Upstairs we have a couple of bedrooms and a bathroom. So bed 1. Bed 2. And the bathroom. So there we go. Let's just put the hood back on here. We can see what's going on. So this one's a wardrobe trigger. Don't know if the other one was a wardrobe, but I assume it's a sleep trigger. Yeah, so that's a sleep trigger. Alrighty. So that's kind of cool. Again, if you're doing roleplay on something, this might be a good map to use. Out back there's a small paddling pool as well. Now, before we go any further and do a farm tour, I will just point something out in case you're thinking about going on this map. Maybe you have some younger children around, let's say. So I'll just pop over to the PDA, and we'll just run over to the starting farm here. I've just assigned it to me for now because I just wanted to just show something, which is kind of funny. So again, the wife and kid must be like twins or something, but anyway, she has a friend over. Hello. Outside we have a lady in a bikini there sunbathing, just whatever. And then upstairs at this point, FYI, not safe for work here. Yeah, okay. So if you are allowing young children to play this map, just be aware of that. You might want to either use a different farmhouse or take that out somehow. Okay. But yeah, whatever. So we don't own that farm. Well, I do at the moment, but I'll change that back out again. So PDA wise, we own all these fields, obviously. So let's see. There's our farmland. There we go. We see our farmland here. Oops. So we have 3 fields here of soybeans, I think, not mistaken. Yes, so we've got 3 fields of soybeans here, and we've got 3 fields of corn, along with 1 grass field. We are doing cows on here. I'm not doing realistic animals on this playthrough. So it's just an FYI there. But what I plan to do is we're going to get all these fields harvested and everything. I'm not playing with seasons on, so we're going to be able to plant in any time and harvest any time we want. If we go through the crop types here on the left, a number of new crops in here. So let's see if we can pick them out here. So we've got alfalfa, green rye, mint, buckwheat, chickpeas, dry peas, lentils, mustard, rye, sesame, spelt, triticale, clover, sylphy, lavender, hemp, millet, poppy, flax, field grass, and onions, which is from the Highlands DLC. So yeah, lots of new crops there. I want to maybe just drop 1 each of these into these fields because I'm curious about that. So I'm not doing this as a let's get farming to make any specific amounts of money on it or anything like that. I'm just looking out to try out some new things and see what to do. Now, I'm not sure exactly what we could do with all these different crop types because there's only 2 productions available here, carpentry and sawmill. So anything we do, we're going to have to get a production for. Now, the productions that we do have are 3 silos to produce silage. So we could put chaff or grass in there for those. We have 2 ag bags for the same again, grass and silage. One of these will probably disappear actually because I think that's owned by the other farm that we're on at the moment. And then I've put down farm production and farm supply production by Omatana. So we'll go through that a little bit. And this is on the other farm that we own at the moment, so that'll disappear as well. I'll go through those in a little bit. Cow wise, we've got 150 cows, Holsteins, which I need to swap out because I was doing water buffalo in here, so I need to swap those out. I think I changed my save on here, so we need so I'll get another 150. Same here, 50 of those. Oh, actually, it's the wrong band. That's the one off the other one. Yeah, here's the water buffalo. So yeah, we've got 100 of these, 26-month-old and 20 newborns. So let's just float back to our farm here. Okay, so here we are in the cow barn. So nice big cow barn. I think the cows stay in here. I've not seen any outside, so I assume the nav mesh is just internal to here. But we do milk out here. We can collect manure and slurry from here. So there's the slurry point now, which is where this slurry tanker is, and the manure spreader there. So I guess we should actually at this point go through our equipment. So equipment wise, I'm going to go through it this way using the Advanced Farm Manager available on Mod Hub. So we have a Class Lexion 8900 harvester. We have a Ford 500 Genesis Turbo fast. If you watch my Kinleg series, you may have seen this one on there. I love this mod. It's great. We have the F350 that we're just in, or 450. We've obviously got the obligatory washer. I've got a New Holland 8340 that is specifically used for the silo blower, which I will show you shortly. We've got a New Holland T7 and we've got a New Holland T8. So everything's blue, with the exception of the harvester. Implements wise, we've got a Bailey Bowser for collecting our milk and anything else we might want to put in there. We have the bunning manure spreader, like I said. We've got 3 bunning trailers here. One's got straw in it, the other one's empty, and the other one we're using for harvesting as well. So got a couple of those. I've obviously we've got 13.8 meter header, I think. Yes. For that, we have a grass roller. We have the slurry spreader that we just mentioned, corn header, cultivator, the Wolfiefarming 6SL. Got a John Deere power sprayer with See and Spray and all that good stuff on it. Nardy headed trailer with a dolly on it. Don't like those. There's the blower for the silos. This blower is actually produced by CanadianPhoenix as well. It's one of his mods. We've got a forage pickup. We have a lime spreader. This is from Plains and Prairies pack. We've got the Samaz front and rear mowers, which is pretty much one of my go-tos. We have the Vaderstat front-mounted seed tank and the Proceed V24 because it basically does everything you want. You don't need a separate seed and planter. And we have a normal field roller. Shows us all our placeables, doesn't really matter. And here's the fields that we own and what's in those at the moment. So this grass field's ready to harvest. Soybeans are ready to go. Corn will be ready next month if we want to do corn. As at full stage there. So that's those. We'll go around this way. Over here is the slurry pit for the cowshed as well. So you can actually pull slurry out of here. So we've got 413,000 litres there. So you can dump it here and pick it up here if you want to. There's the 3 silos I mentioned. Obviously the New Holland there with the blower. Here's our 2 productions, Omertanas productions. These are 2 separate ones, but they fit nicely together, which is good. So this one does all sorts of production chains. So I wanted this for the dairy stuff. So see, I've already set this up for selling buffalo moz and a couple of other stuff as well. I think I had it down. Maybe not. Nope, I think it was just the buffalo mozzarella. And then the farm supply production is going to be producing TMR for us, as well as drying grass into hay to give us hay, and it will also store straw for us as well. So that's our whole TMR production here, which is good. So you can see I've got those running at the moment, but we have no materials for some of that stuff. And speaking about productions, I'm using NX Modding's NX Productions mod that shows you all your productions in a one-shot screen here, so it's easier to see what's going on in a lot of these. So, so here's the inputs that we've got for each of our productions. There's our outputs for those productions. You see not a lot of them because we've not done anything. We can see what the recipes are for those productions, so we can see which recipes are active and inactive. So you can see we've got grass silage is active here for the farm supply production. Hay silage is inactive. Grass hay is active, so when we put grass in there it's going to turn it into hay. So yeah, all good stuff. Some more down there. Okay, so over here are the ag bags. So we can just tip into there. Here's all our mainly tillage equipment, seeding, and all that type of stuff. Plus the 2 bunnings. Nice shed. This I think I had this shed on my very first piece of content I ever created, which was I can't remember what it was on now. But anyway, it's got a wash bay. I've got our 3 tractors in here. This has some storage as well. So you can actually put in pallets and bales, I do believe. If we look at object storage here, maintenance shop, yeah, it'll takes bales apparently and pallets. So these are from the other farm. So that's a nice storage shed. I'll just open that up here. This particular Ford mod is actually tuned to 500 horsepower, which is absolutely bonkers, but there we go. I thought I'd get that one, just for a laugh. Over here we've got some, we've got storage for all our products that we need. So in here we have herbicide, lime, fert, seeds, solid fert. We can store that in here. Can fill up here. Now to fill this up, you need to drop the products over here, which is interesting, rather than just going up and buying them. Here we've got the header, because I can just roll through here. I don't have to worry about reversing a dolly. And over here we have our liquids over on this side with our JD sprayer. So that's a nice combination shed. I kind of like that. I say the only thing that's a little bit strange is having to dump the stuff, so we still need to go and buy it. I've got a couple of Quonsets over here, so I think the harvester is in here. Yeah, and the corn header. This one's empty, I do believe. Yeah. Over here in this, I think most of these are empty. We've got plenty of storage for stuff. There's our grass roller. Most of our grass stuff is over here on this side. There's our mower set up. And we've got the forage pickup here. And there's our bunning trailer for that. We do have some crop already in here, so we have some corn and some soybeans. This is not a dryer, it's just a silo. So we'll be able to sell that at some point. I've got these little test things here, which is pretty cool. They don't do anything as far as I know, they're just replaceable. So I think that's about it. Yeah, this cow barn's quite nice as well, actually. So milk pickup is here. Let's go in here. So you go into here. Nice little office setup here. It's kind of cool. And here we've got the tanks and everything. And this goes through the wall there to the outside. So that's kind of nice. Kind of different. And then we can go inside for the cows. And you know, obviously that's normal. And there's the robot machines. All right, cool. Right, so first order of the day is I need to get this grass field mowed. So I need to start time for a start. We're obviously first day here in August, so we've only got today to do stuff that needs harvesting before we jump over into September, and then we'll be on to 3 days, 3-day months if needed. But yeah, so I will just go and get rid of that other farm, and then we'll get set up with the mowers. Okay, that's the farm gone. So we don't own that anymore. You can see that in the productions now. We've just got the ones that we own. Good. So a couple of other mods actually before we go any further. We are running red tape mod on here from Oz. So we're going to be looking at trying to do some of that stuff. I can't remember whether I've already set these up. Yeah, I've already got active reduced bale wrapping and natural fertilizer, natural grazing. I can't do that because these guys don't go outside anywhere, so can't use that. Rotation, obviously nothing in there. Policies, we'll see how this goes. Not doing any baling on here. Or wrapping or any of that stuff. Everything's going to be forage pickup and dumped into a production. So that's something a little bit different than what I normally do. But yeah, let's grab a tractor and go and do a bit of mowing. hope everyone's doing okay anyway. Let's try and get in here. I'm trying to remember whether I should put it in with this tractor or not. Okay, I can't fit. Wasn't sure I could fit in now, actually. We are running course plane auto drive on here as well. There is no auto drive course out at the moment. Hopefully there will be one out soon, so may or may not have to put something in. I think actually, if I remember correctly, Canadian Phoenix said he set the splines up so it does a reasonable auto drive course already, so that may be okay. Oh, that's another thing. This has got, yeah, I need to turn crop destruction off. I was testing this earlier. Don't know why it does crop destruction on grass. It's really weird. That was it. Yeah, we've got disasters visuals only for this one. Everything else is turned off. Okay, so let's get into our first bit of action then. See if we can use course play on here. Get this done, and then we can use the same course for our forage wagon. So let's do the headlands. Let's do 3. See how that rolls. Maybe too much. Let's knock it down 1. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So let's get a new folder going here. It's 26. Alright, cool. First waypoint. Let's turn that off. Sit down, you mop it. What are you doing? Right, here we go. So, let's see what we get off this. Now I did set this to just swap dropping as well, because we're not going to TED this or anything, because we've got the production that's going to do the hay for us. So that's another thing. Don't need a tedder, don't need a windrower, because we've got everything we need here. Same for the any fields where we're getting straw from, which actually out of the current ones we've got, we don't get any straw off technically, and I don't have, I think there's a mod for straw from soybeans, but we don't have that, so I don't have any straw at the moment, which is a bit of a problem for doing TMR. So maybe I'll look and see about getting the soybean straw mod installed, so we can at least get that done. Given that we've only got corn, we have no other arable crops in here. Right, so we'll just leave this guy to it. I'll put together a quick time lapse.
your chest that calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly out of the darkness and into the light, higher and higher out of sight. Whispered inside your heart tells you let go. Time to leave the past. You did what you knew. Slow down and rest. You've been through a war. No one can hurt you anymore. Behind closed eyes, memories unfold, hidden secrets, shimmering gold. Behind closed eyes, where the shadows play, there's no looking the other way. Behind closed eyes. There's a song inside your soul waiting to be heard. Sing it aloud, you've written every word. Oh, out of the silence and into the unknown. Louder and louder, let go. Behind closed eyes, memories unfold, hidden secrets, shimmering gold. Behind closed eyes, where the shadows play, there's no looking the other way. Just let the music play. Oh, let it play. Behind closed eyes, the memories unfold, hidden secrets, and shimmering gold. Behind closed eyes, where the shadows play, there's no looking the other way. Just let the music play. Behind closed eyes, behind closed eyes, behind closed eyes, where the shadows play, there's no looking the other way. Blackbird inside your chest calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly.
Alrighty, so that's all that collected. Let's see what we got yield-wise there. It's an interesting map, this, because there's lots of rolling hills and stuff, and you can see it was struggling a little bit sometimes in there, picking up with the weight, etc. I also banged that out the way, so that's not good. I have to relocate that again. Let's get this in. Take a look and see what we got off here. Okay. Right. Let's put this back on. Go into here. So we have 240,000 litres of grass in here. That's good. That's quite a lot. Let's have a look, see what we're making here. So outgoing, so we've got some hay going already. I'm going to turn silage off for now, because we have silage already in here. So I want to make sure we get hay. We've got 146,000 litres of chaff in here. Got a bit of grass in there that's going as well, so that's okay. And in the ag bag, we have a little bit of grass in there. I just put a few little bits in here just to test stuff out. So we've got some silage already. What we don't have is hay or straw, so we'll just concentrate on doing hay for now in here, and get that turned over, so that at least we've got enough for doing TMR. I mean, we could feed the buffaloes silage if we needed, but let's try and get it all done. So just double check that in here. So farm production, show outputs, so I show recipes. So we've got no TMR at the moment because we don't have any straw. That's inactive, that's inactive, that's inactive. Yep, so that looks good, and we've got a grass hay active. Good. Okay. Right, let's go and pop this back. And we can get on with some other stuff. Let's just run through here. It's a little bit quicker. Actually, you know what? I think I might just park it in here for now. It's a little bit easier to get in and out of. Right, so what I wanted to do was, let's just check how much the cows are using. So, they're using 116,000 litres a month of TMR. Wow, that's a lot. So we've got 3 days remaining. That's a lot. Okay, we may have to buy some at some point, but we'll see. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, we've got about 35 minutes of content so far. I don't necessarily want to start harvesting that field in this episode, otherwise it's going to be too long. Harvesting the canola fields, I should say. But what I do want to do is maybe run around those and set up some auto drive stuff. So let's just park this one up and get this smaller tractor. I do love the sound on this Ford. It's great, and the inside's really nice as well. So let's run over here. Let's run over to this field. We'll look at this field first. Oh, actually, no. Let me just let's go outside. Let's have a look here. So let's just do our auto drive settings now. Make sure we get everything right. So corner speed for this down to 50. Blah blah blah. Do 95. Yes. Wet fruit. Yes. Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, we can leave that on. Automatic tip side. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Show next path. Yeah, we can leave that. I like this above the tractor. It's okay, apply that. That's fine. On the driver's wages, not paying here. Collision detect, yes. I'm checking this as 25, that's okay. Helpers, blah 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 blah, that's okay. It's all okay. Let's go back here, let's check a couple of things here. think we're good there. So let's pop on the markers and see where we're at. See what we've got here. So, okay, that one's not connected, but I don't care about that at the moment. So these are all one ways. He's going to come in here, and then we can go this way to drop off. Okay, there's no marker points out here, so we're going to need to put those in there. Why is the 2 in there? What's that line there? So let's remove that. This one we need to join up to here. So we'll spin around here. There we go. It's maybe a little tight here. Can't do 2 with the same name. Okay, let's try. Oh, I need to. Do I have folders turned on? Where's that? Is it here? Use folders, yes. Okay. That's not one way to do. Let's call this one silo load unload. Let's see if we can do it together. I'm not sure this is going to work as expected, but we'll see. No, actually we can't do that, can we? So let's move this one forward somewhat. Could be a tight turn, but let's see. So we'll call this one where's this one? Or what is that side, I should say. That's unload, isn't it? So call this one silo unload. Oops. Call this one silo load. Okay. Right. Where did it put that? Did you not do that? Silo load. There we go. So we should have those now under default. Yeah, okay. Alright. Right. We only need to do this for the fields that we're going to be working on anyway, so. Right, so that should be okay there. We need to connect this. Let's connect it from here. There we go. Should be okay there. This looks okay going this way. Okay, so let's go to our first field, which is here. Now we have a row crop system installed here, but I'm not sure it's actually taking into account anything that's already planted, so we're going to look at that hopefully better once we come to do a field in a couple of episodes. So anyway, we need to run around this field, so hang on, where's the this is just a one way, isn't it? It's just an inbound. It's not good. So that's going off over that way. Yeah, this is not great, is it? Let's pick up from... Okay, pick up from there. No, these are not good. Right. I can't do that either. Might be easy just to start with no course, actually, to do these fields. Because these aren't right. It'd be easy to start afresh rather than trying to change them all to two ways and stuff. So, right, let me pop out and delete this. We'll start again. Okay, so we're back. All those routes are gone now. So we'll just do a new one. I think everything should still be set the same in here, so we should be all right. Yeah, cool, good. So actually, just one other thing before I get on. I'm going to do the fields first. Just run around those, set those up, and then look at the other pathways after that. One more thing before I go on, though, that I'm recording this on the 14th of January. I'm trying to get this out the same day, so it was sometime on the 14th, if not the 15th, but either way. Now, some of you may know Arrow, who does realistic livestock mod, realistic weather and all that type of stuff and everything. He actually posted on his GitHub page today that he is ceasing all software updates of all his mods going forward. And I'll just read what it says, word for word, so that no one's going to misconstrue me from what I'm saying. So, important notice, due to several factors, mainly due to a long persistent trend of difficulty with Giant software, development and maintenance of all my mods are hereby ceased. I have removed all my mods from the Giants mod hub, and no further development will be supported on any platform. For certain mods, I will be uploading my private development versions to their respective GitHub projects. Anyone who wishes to continue development or maintenance of any mod is allowed to do so and upload it to the mod hub with appropriate credit. Any questions related to continued development can be directed to Arrow on his Discord. So, yeah, that's really bad. I mean, he's done some terrific mods that have brought realism to Farming Simulator and made it a completely different game in a lot of ways. So it's really sad to see that happen. Again, I know he stated several factors. I don't know what those other factors are, but he obviously did state Giants there as being one of those factors. So yeah, it's a shame, but you know, got to respect his wishes there. It is what it is. So great guy, obviously. Like I say, did a lot of stuff there for realism. Anyway, right. So I'm going to get on with this. I'm just going to go through here. So we're going to do bi-directional around here. What are we? Yes, we are. We are going to do bi-directional. I'm trying to remember what the best way of doing these. So let's just run around this field. I'm just avoiding that bush there. I'm not sure there's a collision on it or not, but I'm just avoiding it. We'll quickly run around this field, and then we'll put in the other stuff afterwards. Join it up, etc. Go through between the tree here. I'm just going to do this one like this, and then the other ones I'll just do them and then come back. field for those that haven't done this before. Round and round and round we go. Whoa. Trying not to go into there. Can it? Go back any further. I'm going to just pull these out a little bit. Don't think I can go back any further than that. No, I'll have to fix those afterwards. So yeah, it is easier to do these from above, but when you've got trees and stuff in the way, that's when it gets a little bit more tricky. So hence I went into cab there. Oh, I stopped it, didn't I? Let's go back, carry on again. Alrighty. Let's practice again. I'm just going to do the soybeans field for now, and I'll do the I'll maybe do the other fields off camera, although by that time hopefully maybe Autodrive guys come out with something that we can use. There we go, some in the trees, can't see where we're going. Okay, there we go. Oh, of course there's a collision there. Dang it. I'm gonna have to go into the field there. Just get rid of that one and that one. Go back here. Somewhat annoying. Yeah, I mean, avoid going into the fields where you can when you're doing these routes around. I'm going to have to cut the corner there as well on this one. Well, especially if you've got crop destruction on as well. Although when you've got a helper running, it doesn't really matter because it won't take it. Can we get through these or these? No, that's okay. Right. So I could take that tree out potentially. Wide, but it's okay for now. So we'll bring this back here and we'll join him up here. So we'll stop that recording. So I'm just going to leave that as a green there, so that we do have just a one-way forward there. Right, so let's set up our tractor weight here. And this is what, field 11. So field 11, tractor weight. Okay, so that's that field done. Okay, so which are the other ones I have to do? So I have to do 10 and 9. Okay, so let's roll on over here. This is really interesting in the map as well because you've got this this drop off here as well. So it's some quite hilly terrain on here. So let's go down to this one. So where's a good place for the entrance here? Probably here. What do these signs say? Our curiosity. Oh, okay, these like field locations or something. I don't know. Interesting. Right, so we'll start off here. We'll do the same. Right, I'm going to pause it here and get these finished, and then I'll be back with you. Right, okay, I think I've got a rudimentary, well, I've got something set up. Is it ideal? Absolutely not. But there you go. So in the main farm, we've just got a loop that goes around all the way down this way, back around again, around the left hand side here, etc. And then it branches off here to do the silo unload. Down there, comes back around the back, joins back up here. So that's okay. I've got all the fields done. Hopefully they'll be okay. So we'll come up here, branch off here into the field to the tractorway, and then just past the tractorway we have an escape route back. And then there's also a field exit just back here as well, over there. I've tried to do it in each of the fields. I think I've done it in each of the fields, so we'll see. So we'll see how this works in our next episode. I think it should be fun. There's probably a couple of things to fix on it. I've not tried it out. I may try and test it out, etc. But one thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set a worker going on the grass field just to roll it, just so that that's all done. We don't need to watch that. We all know what happens there, and it's going to take a while. I'm not going to time lapse doing that. I don't think it's just a waste of time, really. So we'll roll that, and then it probably well, actually, let's take a look, because we are doing precision farming on here. So let's. I'm not going to set up course, but I'm just going to use Giant's AI for this. So let's have a look-see. Actually, let's just save this before we go any further. Okay, so precision farming, I think. I did buy everything. I was lucky. Right, so field 26 here. So expecting 120% yield, which is good. What's this one? That's 109. That's 92. I'm looking for another grass field that we can use here, actually. These are going to be a bit garbage, aren't they? These are not great. That's okay. So I think our best bet for the other grass field is going to be this one. 109%. So, all right, cool. So let's have a look here. pH. So it needs a little bit of lime on here, not a lot. Nitrogen's obviously in the toilet there. Oh. So yield's pretty good there, like it said. So yeah, not too bad. So we'll lime that when we lime the rest of them, I think. There's no point in doing it separately, I don't think. So yeah, it doesn't say it needs rolling. We're going anyway, so that's okay. Let's just take a look at this, see how we're doing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, if I remember correctly, we're not going to gain anything by rolling this anyway in precision farming. But we'll do it anyway, because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. Alrighty, so I think we'll call it a day there on this episode, like I said. And then we'll do the soybeans in the next episode, get those harvested. We can start working on getting the fields reset up there, potentially. Well, no, we probably need to jump over into September actually then and do the corn, etc. And then we'll get the fields sorted out after that. So, appreciate it if you're watching this. Thanks for watching. If you do like my content, please think about liking and subscribing. It all helps to grow the channel. Gets it out to more people. Any questions or comments, drop them down below. I will put as many references to some of the mods that I've talked about in my description. So I'll put Thunders in there. I'll put Canadian Phoenix's stuff in there. I'll put NX Modding's details in there as well. I will also, probably not today or tomorrow, but I will post my complete mod list in my Discord. That is in the description as well, so you can go and check out what mods I'm using there and where to get them in some cases. So yeah, as always, stay safe out there, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Like I said, don't know when that'll be, but I would imagine next week sometime, but could be sooner. Who knows? Alright, take care now. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my content.